On the dry grasslands of South Africa, under the harsh midday sun, a mature male lion walked alone with yellow fur due to thirst. His eyes were hazy but still shining with life. His nose sniffed the dry air to find traces of prey. His stomach was growling with hunger. His feet stepped heavily on the dry grass, determined to overcome all difficulties. From afar, he discovered a lost baby elephant looking for water in a small hollow. The lion lowered his body, his muscles tensed like strings, gradually approaching in a stalking position. The baby elephant was not yet alert, holding his trunk to drink water, while the lion's shadow shimmered in the sun. Suddenly, the lion rushed forward with great speed, his sharp teeth tearing the air, his mouth opened wide, preparing to take down his prey. The baby elephant screamed loudly, trying to run towards a nearby bush to find a place to hide. The lion's front legs tightly gripped the baby elephant's hind legs, creating a fierce melee. The sound of the horse's hooves and the elephant's shrill howls echoed throughout the grassland. The mother elephants quickly returned, hearing the cry of the young, gathering into a sturdy fence. An adult male elephant pushed the lion with his trunk, giving a strong shove that caused the lion to fall flat on its back. Blood oozed from the wound on the lion's shoulder, spreading on the dry, golden fur. The lion struggled, trying to stand up, but the wound was so deep that it roared hoarsely in pain. The mother elephants retreated, protecting the baby and creating a safe space between the lion and the elephants. The male lion, exhausted and covered in blood, groggily walked step by step, heading towards the dense forest at the foot of the hill. With an empty stomach and aching body, it crossed the dry field without daring to collapse. Finally, it entered a small black village, hoping to find shelter from the sun and hide. The lion staggered and collapsed right in front of the porch of a simple clay house. The owner of the house, a simple old black man, heard the loud noise, ran out and was startled to see the lion curled up. He stepped back, his hands shaking as he held the phone, but then calmly called the nearest animal sanctuary. While waiting, he took out a rough cloth and a bottle of clean water for temporary first aid. He gently applied a warm, wet towel to the bleeding wound on the lion's shoulder. A weak roar rang out, but the lion's eyes still shone with a vague gratitude for someone helping. He used clean water to disinfect the wound, being careful not to cause the lion more pain. About half an hour later, the sanctuary's pickup truck appeared in the distance on the dirt road. The rangers jumped out of the car in protective gear, preparing to move the lion into a special cage. They placed a cloth over the lion's face to keep it calm and reduce stress. The homeowner stepped back, watching every step, silently hoping the lion would be saved. The car carrying the lion sped away, leaving the old man sitting absent-mindedly on the porch. At the rescue center, the lion was placed on the examination table, bleeding from the wound on its shoulder and ribs. Two veterinarians wearing gloves and protective clothing entered to examine it thoroughly. They cleaned the wound, removed necrotic tissue, and injected antibiotics to prevent infection. Next, the doctor bandaged the wound tightly to ensure no more bleeding. Finally, they injected a special resuscitation shot to help the lion stay awake and quickly stabilize. The lion, although tired, still roared softly as a thank you to the rescue team. After finishing the medical procedures, the lion was placed in a spacious resuscitation cage. The friendly ranger talked to the homeowner, telling him about the lion's progress. Every day, the homeowner visited the lion, bringing fresh food and clean water to supply. They gently talked to the wild animal, like lullabies to calm the lion. The lion rested, eyes half closed but full of trust every time he saw his grandfather return. The recovery menu included medium-cooked tenderloin and fresh fruit to increase energy. 10 days passed, the wound gradually closed, new hair grew in the gap. The lion learned to stand up, staggering a few steps with the support of the staff. After a month of care, the lion had recovered 90% of its physical strength. The management board decided to release the lion into the natural environment near the reserve. The owner was invited to participate in the release and happily accepted immediately. Early this morning, everyone gathered at the edge of the forest, a mist drifting across the grassland. The lion stepped out of the cage, looking up at the owner with fresh light. He waved his hand in a friendly manner, his voice trembling with pride. "Go, my friend." The lion roared softly and then, showing his striped fur, ran into the dense canopy. Everyone was silent, watching its silhouette gradually disappear between the forest and the yellow grass. The homeowner stood still, a warm feeling spreading in his heart as he thought about the journey of saving lives. From afar, the roar echoed like a farewell, then gave way to the chirping of birds and the whistling of the wind. The dry field was still wide open, but now it seemed full of hope and new beginnings. He silently promised to continue protecting wildlife and spreading the message of love for nature. The release ended peacefully, the morning sunlight shining across the grassland. He returned to his small earthen house, his heart filled with happiness and peace. The lion's roar echoed in the distance, as if reminding him of the special bond between humans and wildlife. And since then, the image of him waving goodbye to the lion's silhouette gradually disappearing on the trail has remained a testament to the magical friendship between humans and nature. Thank you for accompanying our story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support the mission of protecting wildlife.